Hi everybody, today is Thursday, March 19, 2015. I hope this message finds you all doing well. I'm doing right from Richard via video this week because it's a historic anniversary for Delta Airlines. I'm in the museum because this is where it all started and this is where we had celebrations this week. We made history for Delta on March 16, 1940. That was the day we took a flight with our very first flight attendant, and her name was Birdie Perkins. She was a registered nurse. Back then, all of our flight attendants were registered nurses. Of course, today they have very similar part of our training program to be able to help passengers. And on that first flight, Birdie served 14 passengers. It was a flight from Atlanta to Dallas-Fort Worth, probably landed in Love Field. Later, 11 other cabin crew members joined Birdie. That was our first graduating class of 11 that year, and it ultimately laid a tremendous foundation for Delta's legendary in-flight service. Safety first, always thoughtful, always from the heart, putting ourselves in the shoes of our customers and doing our best to serve them. And generations of flight attendants have built a legacy of trust, pride, and a great spirit of working together. And it's very unique at Delta. And the cool thing about it is we have multiple generations of the same families. I was with two flight attendants yesterday, and one was one of our more senior flight attendants, and her son is a flight attendant now at Delta. And they have the opportunity to fly together, and we love that at Delta. And the passion our flight attendants have for their role in our company's success is unique, and it continues to set us apart. You know, our flight attendants were #1 in J.D. Power's mid-year ranking for flight crews when we got the data for the mid-year last fall. When we have openings for flight attendants, this is the place everybody wants to work. This year we had openings for about 1,000 to 2,000 flight attendants, and we had 100,000 applications filed electronically when we opened up our hiring window. And many of those applicants come from other airlines. Bottom line is we want to honor our flight attendants. This week we're hosting celebrations at each base along with a lot of other recognition initiatives. Our leadership teams will be presenting our flight attendants with orchids because that's what Mr. Woolman used to do. Mr. Woolman kept a garden right outside the hangar here, and he gardened and grew the orchids and presented them to every new flight attendant at Delta. So this week and this month is really about commemorating our flight attendants and the great traditions that we have here. There was a nice celebration here in the hangar. Unfortunately, not all 22,000 flight attendants could be here for that, but we are going to have celebrations around the system to express our thanks to the professional people that make Delta a special airline every day, every flight, for every customer. So congratulate your flight attendant colleagues when you see them this week, and check DeltaNet for celebrations near you. So I want to thank all of our flight attendants for your dedication and all of your tremendous contribution over many, many decades and many, many more decades to come. So that's it this week. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and take care of our customers. Keep our backpacks on, be safe out there. And remember what Mr. Woolman said, we all have an obligation to put ourselves on the other side of the counter because we have an obligation over and above the price of the ticket. I look forward to seeing you out on the system or talking with you next week. Thank you.